Hey everybody here. I'm very excited here about the bench press series, and I really appreciate all those positive comments. It means the world to me. So what we're gonna do here is, instead of going through and me answering each comment, each question in the comment section, I'll just address it via video. I can do it more efficiently and give you all much better answers this way. So I'll go through like once a week. So when you're gonna post something, post it on the video being posted, because I'm not gonna keep backlogging every single one. So first one was, Josh, what's your take on bands? Bands should never, band resisted, reverse bands, any type of band work with the bench press should never replace the bench press when the goal is peaking and getting a 1 rep max. However, in context specific, bands can be very good. So for instance, what can bands do for you? Bands, what they're gonna do is you push the bar up, the band's it's gonna get tighter and tighter and tighter. So, you have to produce more force to overcome the resistance of the band. There's that, if you have a specific area in the lockout, it can help there. If you need to if you need to learn how to accelerate the bar harder, think about it. If you're not accelerating through as tension increases, it's not gonna go up. So it can teach you a lot of different things with speed and directly attack a lockout. It can break up the monotony of just, certain supplementary exercises, things like that. Injury specific context, let's say somebody's a little bit of a shoulder issue and it hurts to do a full range of motion bench press, they might be able to, do a reverse band bench press and take some of that load off the bottom. Can help with hypertrophy work, things like that, So there's a lot of good to bands, but for bench pressing, increasing 1 rep max, the goal of this series, it will never replace the actual core lift. So context is everything, like most things. Next question was, should I max out after completing your 8x8 off-season powerlifting program? I would not recommend doing that. This is not a peaking program. It's the program is to build hypertrophy and to build your work capacity. It's to potentiate a future phase. It's called phase potentiation. So what that means, you're setting yourself up, to get stronger then. So you're doing the 8x8 off season, then to set yourself up for a peak. So that's what you want to do. I would not recommend maxing out then. That program is not meant to increase your max. It's meant to increase your work capacity, your hypertrophy, and potentiate a future phase. Next, I started copying down names, copy and paste this stuff. This is from Travis Lester. I'm 6'4", cutting down to 255 and going for 500 pounds at the moment. I hope to at least stay in the 400s during the cut. How long with a program and natural do you think it would take to put 85 pounds on your bench press? Very context specific here, because you can't just keep maxing every week. You can't just keep peaking on forever. You have to do off-season work, things like that. So how fast you're gonna increase your bench press is gonna be dependent on a lot of things. Your age, even natural, even your hormonal status. If you have, free testosterone levels through the roof, the total testosterone of 900, it's probably gonna go up faster than, if you have the testosterone levels of a 111-year-old man. Lifestyle, what are you doing outside the gym? Okay, some of this is stuff that may not be able to do anything. You have a manual labor job. It's probably gonna be more difficult that way than if you have a trust fund to sit around and watch TV all day. So it's very context specific. Your genetics, mindset. I mean, even if you got perfect genetics, the trust fund, all that stuff, but you don't have the right mindset, there's no way. No, so there's really no way I can answer that. That's extremely context specific right there. Next one was DR20131. Do you recommend Thompson Fat Pad or Rep Fitness Wide Pad to help build a good bench press? I think for bigger guys, the Thompson Fat Pad can be extremely helpful. It's gonna be just allow them to get in a good position on the bench press because they're so wide. So I absolutely do like that product, made by a good guy too, Donnie Thompson. So yeah, I like that product. Mike Ramos, can you please make a book of Joshisms? Hey, I'm glad you guys like him. I'm a capitalist. We could maybe come up with something here. I like it. Okay, Austin Slater, love this. What does the rest of the week look like? That's a really good question. So what John does here is he does besides the workout you're getting here, he does an accessory back day that's primarily directed just at his upper back. He also does another secondary bench press day. So we do some seated overhead presses that day, some close grips, some additional tricep, and even some additional back work that way, and then some shoulders that day as well. So then another day, he hits his legs. So that's a split right there. But for the bench press specific part of this, he's going bench press that you're seeing here, Upper back primary day, a little bit of biceps on there. And then the secondary bench press day, which is for, overhead triceps, things like that. So that's the split right there. Okay. This is from Joachim, where I don't know how to say it, from a big fan from Sweden. I have some questions. How long is the rest time for the different exercises? So this again is gonna be context specific. So generally on the speed reps you've seen so far, right now we're at 90 seconds between sets. So he does a bench press, does a seal row, rests 90 seconds. And we're doing that to really kind of push this, because we won't be in the gym all day. And it's not like a really heavy weight for him. So we're not gonna wait long. We're gonna build up, even with the peaking part. So when we peak, he's built up this kind of volume ahead of time because we didn't, hit an off season before this. He'll be able to taper in very nicely and make gains that way. So, but in the dips, 2 to 3 minutes in between sets. On the flies, about 90 seconds between sets. On the tricep extensions, you've seen about 60 to 75 seconds between sets. So generally, when you're bench pressing, you want a full recovery between sets. For most people, that's gonna be about 2, if we're not doing the speed sets on purpose, trying to really get that density right there. But just say if you're trying to recover between sets, most of them are gonna do about 2 to 5 minutes. Somebody super strong may need even longer. On your accessory movements, 1 to 2 minutes or so generally, okay? So it's gonna be very context specific right there. Also, he had some more question. Can I do seal row exercise without doing the superset? First off, you can do whatever the hell you want. I'm gonna be the last person here to tell you can't do something. And absolutely that would be effective to do that. So you could do the sets and reps, anywhere 3 to 5 sets, anywhere on the low end, like 4 or 5 reps, all the way up to like 10 to 12 reps. Be a great way to hit your upper back that way and save your lower back on the process. Also, what can I substitute dips with? It doesn't feel good to me. So in this case, with the dips so far, you could, substitute like a close grip decline bench press would be a good substitution, or some other type of close grip movement would be a good one. So I will do this again next week. I look for, after the next video. So any future questions, post that on the week 3 that I'm gonna put up next, okay? So thanks for everybody for watching this. Got a lot of fun stuff to come, and I'm very excited about this. Thank you.